This is a page you worked on?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Karr's marked it up.
Byron.
Right?
Mrs. Karr marked this? Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did?
Yeah.
Okay, of stuff you're supposed to do to improve it?
I guess. Yeah, sketch on. Use article full page space.
I see. And could I get your name?
Etzel Monroy.
And you're in what class? What grade level, I guess?
8th.
8th. You like working on the paper?
Yeah.
This is their reading class. When they're not working on the paper, they're supposed to be reading, so you can see some of the kids have novels because they're not working on an article right now. That helps with the class management. But all of these kids read at grade level. They have high grades, their scores A's and B's, and they love to read, and that is part of the privilege of this class.
On your screen, how do you...
Oh, we like save it to the network, and, which means like you go to any computer and just like click on it and it'll open up, and you can click on like whichever part of the paper you want to see, and you click it and it opens up.
Okay, okay. And they put their own articles on their pages?
Yes.
I see. Could I get your name?
Joshua Champlin.
Thanks. How about you, sir?
David Velasquez.
Book reviews of books that you've read and now are writing about?
Yes.
Kind of, I see. Yeah, this is Twilight.
Yes.
Yeah. Could I get your name?
Andre Gutierrez.
Andre, and you?
And Ali Gaddis.
So you'll do like a book review or something?
Or sometimes I do this or something.
And how do you like it, this class?
It's pretty cool.
Could
It's good to
could I get your name?
Fernando Salinas.
Thanks.
We're interviewing kids in ASB,
Okay.
and then we're writing the article so everyone knows who's the leadership of the school.
Oh, I see. Good. Now, when will this edition come out?
By Halloween?
Yeah.
Halloween.
Halloween. You come out monthly?
I think every 2 weeks usually.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do.
But this is our first paper, so we're having...
Of the year, huh?
Yeah, so
I
we're
see.
having, like, learning.
Getting used to it.
Yeah.
Got it.
They don't want those stash.
Could I get your name?
Stephen Nelson.
Laura Yala.
Tabitha Newman.
Picture me.
It's a blank space. I put a
Like a clip art.
clip art, something, or bring your headline all the way across, but we don't want, like on the radio, you don't want dead air we don't want blank space. See how that's nice and tight and full, but it's not too busy? That's what we want.
And what about that 7?
Are those two different boxes? Is it all the same text? Why is it
This one goes
separated?
to that one, and this one goes to
Okay, then you need to make it much smaller and make the box smaller so that we know that it's a caption for the picture. Okay?
You have a background in journalism?
No, not really. Just a background with students. My degree is in communications, and then I did studies in English literature, and then my teaching credential. But I taught senior lit before I came to Tropico. I really liked middle school though, so I really wanted to teach middle school kids.
Yeah.
And I did senior projects and newspapers before I came, and when I came here we didn't have a newspaper, and I suggested that we do one, and it just kind of comes together. I think just, I don't know, experience by doing it. You learn what to do and what not to do and how it looks good.
So true. So true. The process, doing it and getting the feedback teaches you more than anything.
Yeah, and it's more about, for me, it's more about the kids and what the kids can learn, how to put a page together, how to write it, how to communicate, you know, because it's a brief type of communication more than a narrative communication. So.
Sure. Keep up the good work. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. It's very sweet.
I wasn't aware, but in the past, I guess there was really nothing that too significant that operated between the Water District and Rosamond Community Service District and Southern Kern Unified School District. But when they needed the water and we did that, that kind of opened the dialogue, and the question was, well, can we be grandfathered for the costs, you know, and those kind of things. And so it brought that issue up. And even though it was a little bit of hostility in talking about that, I think what's come out of it is a desire to cooperate. And I see it real clearly with Rod Van Norman now, and the schools and the Parks and Recreation coming together, and with Jack Stewart meeting with him, I think on a pretty regular basis, at least once a month with Rod, and starting to work out things. And the more we can work together as two districts, a special district and a school district, the more it'll allow us to get some funds that will help the community of Rosamond, not only the school, but the Parks and Recreation too. So I see it as a marriage that is in the honeymoon stage right now, and hopefully we'll be able to do lots of projects together with them.
Several of the advantages that we now have with the AVEK Board of Approval for of our several different requests. Number one is that we now have a conveyance vehicle where we can utilize not only aqueduct but also AVEK's west feeder to bring water into the water bank area, and there is a turnout that exists already that we can use to put the water into the water bank from the pipeline. That same turnout is available ultimately for us to equip with pumps so we can return water from that water bank in several years down the road to Eastern Kern entities. The AVEK also has allowed us to proceed with requests and development and design of a turnout from the aqueduct.
The water bank, as Jack Stewart says, is an oil well that you can put oil back into and take it back out.
Absolutely. It really is a resource, and it's a great natural resource we have in this valley, to the tune of maybe 8 million acre feet of storage that's available for us to put into this valley. So the sooner we can go ahead and have that by a Rosamond semi-tropic water bank that's going in, again, with the leadership of Mr. Robert Neufeld, that I thought was imperative Rosamond hire and hire immediately to get all these things on the road was an absolute necessity. But by doing this, we're years ahead of anyone else here in the Antelope Valley. By having the water bank, what we'll be doing is securing supplies for our children in the future, as well as allowing us to keep the cost down for our customers, because we'll know what our water costs are, as well as we're able to plan ahead for future development, for smart development. We'll know exactly what we need and how to plan about going ahead and having everyone pay their fair share, new development paying to make sure we have the water on hand. And new development will also be okay to pay their fair share if they know they can now build versus maybe you can build, maybe you can't. So that is something that building industry is also agreeable with, as long as it's their fair share.
And the water bank could be in operation now. I understand that San Diego has sent a $15 million check to buy space. That's pretty positive.
$15 million. And this is what I've been telling everyone all along, is that there are parties, and Southern California is a very dry area compared to the rest of the country, that are willing to go ahead and pay for this storage, to pay for, again, they're trying to shore up their supplies. What if there was an earthquake and the aqueduct is severed for some period of time coming from Northern California, or in this case now the Delta smelt, that a judge ordered the pumping had to be reduced, and maybe there was a problem with them, maybe there, with the pumping, maybe there wasn't. I'm thinking there wasn't, but again, that was a bit political. But with that, if San Diego, LADWP, and those want to pay to store their water in our basin, it's a benefit twofold. One, they have to leave in our water bank. They have to leave a certain portion in there for using it, so we charge a fee, so our water supplies grow, and it also raises all the water levels. The more people who store water in the water bank, the water levels will go up, so all the people, Rosamond Community Services District, farmers, everybody, their costs will go down because their pumping costs will be less because the water doesn't have to travel as far.